Welcome to Shots of Inspiration. Today I want to share with you some really interesting research that I heard about recently that I think has real implications for how we help ourselves and others be resilient in organisations at the moment. I was talking to a colleague and they'd been involved in a research project that was called the Superkids project. And basically this project took place in the 1980s and it involved gathering together data from over 20 years of studies of young children who had been through great adversity. And what the researchers were interested in was how some children managed to bounce back with amazing levels of resilience where others didn't. And they were looking at whether there were perhaps economic implications or whether there were genetic implications. But what they discovered was that the single most important factor in the resilient children's lives was having at least one person who truly believed in them. So it seems that this relationship of support and belief and trust and encouragement was really critical to these children's ability to bounce back and to thrive beyond challenging times. Now, I don't think that this is a coincidence because we now know that having a sense of community, having people who care about us, also seems to contribute to longevity. So it really does seem that the human ability to connect and look after each other is really critical to our ability to survive tough times. So let's think about what that might mean in terms of organisations and the sorts of responses that we have when there's economic downturns or when there's emotional turmoil in an organisation because of rapid change or technological disruption. All of these are things where people actually are encouraged to bounce back and see change as useful and normal and to be resilient. But how do we normally tackle the task of building resilience in organisations? Well, very typically we'll send people off to training courses where quite often the message is resilience is an internal affair. Resilience is all about the way that you think. Resilience is all about the way that you respond to circumstances. I think we probably need to broaden that training and that education out, and that a very key message that we need to be delivering to people is that in fact resilience is a group activity, and that in organisations we should be encouraging a sense of shared problem solving, shared resourcefulness and shared understanding during tough times. So that got me thinking too, what would truly supportive and resilient organisations look like? These would be organisations where people actually were able to talk about challenges in honest and appropriate ways and be met with recognition, but also be met with the capacity to be solution focused and to move towards a hopeful future. These will be organisations where concerns weren't dismissed but were worked through in teams. These would also be organisations where people supported each other by giving emotionally intelligent responses when troubles were shared or problems were disclosed. Now, this doesn't mean everyone becoming a counsellor or a coach in an organisation, but I believe that what it means is helping people to understand that there is amazing power in being able to have self-disclosure conversations and problem-solving conversations and solution-finding conversations. There's amazing power in being able to create a shared sense of working together to build a better future and a more hopeful future. So let's imagine what would happen if we all started to respond to our colleagues, respond to our direct reports, respond to our clients in this way. It just might be that we would find that not only our teams, but our organisations and the individuals in them were much better equipped to thrive and respond in challenging times. I hope that this has been inspiring for you and that you will go off and find a way to work with others to build resilience in your direct sphere of influence. Find out more about boosting your confidence and resilience by enrolling in one of my workshops or coaching programs. Or if you're a practitioner, download my free ebook, The Positive Psychology Toolkit for HR and L&D practitioners. There's links for both those resources beneath this video.